The Tangled Shore is a place of lost treasure, corrupt space pirates, and awoken secrets. First released in Forsaken back in 2018, the Lawless Shore is home to many quests and important story beats that have evolved the universe for new lights and veterans alike over the years. The death of Cade, the hunt for Aldrin Sov, and Hive cryptoliths. In The Witch Queen though, the Tangled Shore will be put in the Destiny content vault, gone forever unless it makes a return for some reason someday down the line. So today we are going to explain why the Tangled Shore was so important, explore some lost secrets, and dive into the mysteries of the reef. The Forsaken expansion brought us two brand new locations, the Tangled Shore and the Dreaming City. The Dreaming City was unlocked after completing the main campaign and offered much exploration in its own right. This was the first time Bungie really did something like this. And the setup for this whole transition to destinations was actually done pretty well. With Cade 6 murdered by Aldrin Sov, we were now tasked with venturing to the pirate-infested reef to hunt down this gang of barons.
The Tangled Shore. A lawless frontier of outlaws, scavengers, pirates. Murderers like Aldrin and his fallen would fit right in. We need to search the shore. From the fallen camps in Quitter's Well to that ancient awoken watchtower on the horizon. Leave no stone unturned. Aldrin can't hide from us.
The plot of this expansion was a pivotal moment in Destiny's storytelling. For the first time, we lost something huge. The Red War had massive conflict, but Cade 6 was our leader and close friend to many in the tower, including the Vanguard. And while he would be missed dearly, this gave us a reason to fight, a reason to hunt down the Scorn Barons and Aldrin to get revenge. Each Baron was unique and had their own fighting mechanics in their adventures. Tricksters, pike riders, and fanatics with targets on their backs.
The rifleman, Pirha, the only fallen alive who can make the shot that mortalized Cade 6. Last, and most certainly least, Aldrin Sov, traitor to his people, and the man who pulled the trigger. He may be in the wind, but his barons are ripe for the picking. Divide, conquer, isolate Aldrin. He'll wind up at your feet, and all you have to do is pull the trigger.
Along the way, we would meet new and old characters. Drifter made his appearance. Petra was back, and now that crime syndicate leader of the shore we would come to meet would be the Spider.
It's true. I know where Aldrin and his barren scheme. You go, scratch your itch, then we can just say, you owe me. Do we have a deal?
Every Baron was taken down here in the Tangled Shore, and many stories would take place after that, like Season of the Hunt where we were destroying those Hive cryptoliths. Aldrin Sov was brought back as Crow and was a puppet and servant to the Spider here, and we would eventually free him and he would arrive in the city, but the Spider would still remain. In recent lore though, we see the Spider is asking to be smuggled out of the reef. He sees that some of the Elixir are living alongside humans in the city. And with Mara and Petra having anger towards him and possibly wanting to take him out, he might see that, hey, maybe I can go to the city somewhere else and just hide out for a bit because Mara knows I'm at the Tangled Shore and I probably shouldn't stay here.
If you had to describe the way the Spider treated Crow in a single word, what word would that be?
Well, the Spider is a valued member of the shore's ecosystem. I wouldn't want to offend.
The Spider is not here.
Well, I would say horrible. He was horrible. He tortured Crow, demeaned him, treated him like a possession.
That's enough. I have all the confirmation I need. Petra, what assistance has the Spider offered us in this endeavor?
None, my queen.
I am not surprised. When you're through there, we will discuss this.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. The Spider may claim to be the shore's only law,
But there is one ruler of the reef. It's time we remind him of that fact.
Now when you think about it, this fits with the whole vaulting situation. If the spider is going to continue to be a vendor, he's gotta go somewhere else as the shore is gonna disappear. And besides some of that seasonal content from last year, which is actually going away as well, what's the point in staying at the Tangled Shore? Regardless of all of that though, this location felt like a breath of fresh air. A true sci-fi world filled with ruthless space pirates and treasure to be found, like an old western. Earth is cool with the woodlands of the EDZ, but comets lashed together with scrap and Elixni buildings sounds way cooler in my opinion. This part of the reef was a great way to experience the Forsaken story. We did have a social space at the reef in Destiny 1 and saw derelict ships just floating out there, but we actually got to step foot here and experience it firsthand. And as we mentioned, that was just the beginning, because in the distance you can see the portal to the Dreaming City and also the Watchtower, which was basically just the match that lit the fire into more epic content. So with the Tangled Shore going into the vault, let's take a look at some cool areas, unknown facts, and beautiful sights before we go. First up, the Mindbender's secret chest and throne world. Some of the scenery in the Tangled Shore has to be among the best. You have asteroids strung together, but you also have infested hive caves, ships, hideouts, and places like this, where the Mindbender Baron and mission would take place. This Elixni was quite unique as it was obsessed with the hive and found a way to create its own throne world. The Mindbender encounter also had a secret chest hidden in the area if you completed some puzzles.
Hyrax, the Mindbender, has a rep for manipulation, has a morbid obsession with the hive. You may have killed the Mindbender, but his legacy lives on. Whispers on the wind suggest that he took a hive-brood queen as his consort.
Looking at the Tangled Shore's map, you can see the main explorable locations through patrol, but some people don't even remember you can actually revisit the High Plains, which was the first big open area you visited when you got to the Tangled Shore, and it's just at the right side of the map over there. Siva caches in lost sectors. Some fallen imagery around the shore has decals imprinted of the Siva logo. Some of these appear to be a little more hidden while others are easily seen on the surface like this one. We haven't received any Siva related enemies or big reveals as of yet, but this could just be leftover tech scavenged by those Elixni after Rise of Iron. That definitely makes the most sense, but it still makes you wonder. The Dance Party Lost Sector. If you're looking at the entrance to the spider's lair and head to the right, you can find this Lost Sector, which has a little dance party Easter egg which Bungie has done before in previous games. If you sit up top of the entrance here and just watch, you can hear some classic Destiny songs that'll play, Paul McCartney's Destiny song Hope for the Future, and some others. Marauders Rest. Jir or Sir Ido was Marasov's wrath before Petra, that is the first queen's wrath and also her lover. They fought through many wars together. They left the distributary, the Awoken homeworld, and came to the reef. They fought fallen pirates, but she would later die in the reef wars. If you did the Wishender quest, you can see that Mara carved a statue of her in the Shattered Throne dungeon. Queen Mara would then build a memorial in the Tangled Shore though, in a place called Seer's Rest. You can enter this lost sector portion normally, which is actually quite small, and the end of it is this door right here, but behind the door in the Wishender quest location, you can see some beautiful scenery portraying this epic warrior's grave. Here's some cool facts. First up, all enemy races in Destiny can be found in the Tangled Shore. Normally, for gameplay purposes, especially back in Destiny 1, you would only find a couple of races at most on a destination. For example, in the Cosmodrome in Old Russia was just the Fallen and the Hive. Mars usually had Cabal and Vex. But in the Tangled Shore, you can find all of them. Vex are in the Warden of Nothing, Taken are in the Nothing Left to Say story mission, and the rest are found in Patrol. Next to those epic environments, you also have some of the soundtracks that played with the campaign and also just in Patrol. So for the next couple of minutes, just sit back and enjoy some of this headbanging content. Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Wanted to dive into some secrets and what made the Tangled Shore so cool when it first released back in Forsaken. The location will be going into that content vault soon, so go out there and explore if you'd like. Also, if you'd like to see more Destiny lore videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. My name's Inthe, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.